Hello students, welcome back to this channel. This is Dr. Chetna Kumawat and today we are going to start a new chapter which is dividend policy. In this chapter we will understand meaning of dividend, dividend decisions and dividend policy, factors affecting dividend policy, types of dividend policy, forms of dividend policy, some dividend models like Walter's model, Gordon's model and model. So let's get started. Shareholders of every company expect two forms of returns, dividend and capital gains. A major decision in financial management is the dividend decision in the sense that the firm has to choose between distributing the profits to the shareholders and plugging them back to the business. Dividend policy determines what portion of earnings will be paid out to shareholders and what portion will be retained in the business to finance long-term growth. Both growth and dividends are desirable, but they are in conflict. A higher dividend amounts to less provisions of funds for growth and retention of large earnings leaves a little amount of funds for dividends, to which shareholders may react strongly. This situation is an existing challenge for the financial manager and necessitates the need to establish an optimal dividend policy that has no adverse effects on the future progress of the firm. Now let's understand what do we understand by the term dividend, meaning of dividend. The word dividend is derived from the Latin word dividendum, which means that which is to be divided. This distribution is made out of the profits remained after deducting all expenses, provision for taxation, and transferring a reasonable amount to reserves. As such, dividend is that part of net profit which is paid in cash by the company to its shareholders after exclusion of the retained profit. The amount to be paid as dividend is set aside by a valid act of the company for distribution among its shareholders on record at a fixed date in proportion to their holdings to be paid on demand or at a fixed time. Thus, a dividend may be defined as divisible profits which are distributed amongst the members of a company in proportion to their shares in a manner as is prescribed by law. Thus, dividend cannot be declared by a company unless there is sufficient profits in the company, recommendation of the board of directors, and an acceptance of the shareholders in the annual general meeting. According to Institute of Chartered Accountant of India, a dividend is a distribution to shareholders out of profits or reserves available for this purpose. How much dividend should be distributed is decided by the board of directors, keeping in view the financial requirements of the company and the quantum of reasonable return to shareholders. It is declared in the annual general meeting of the company, and after approval it is known as declared dividend. Dividend decisions and dividend policy. Dividend decision is the determination of the percentage of earnings to be paid by the company in cash to its shareholders as dividend and the percentage of earnings to be retained by it for financing its long-term growth. It means evolving a dividend policy of dividing the earnings between dividends and earnings so as to achieve the objectives of the firm. Thus, dividend policy is a policy that determines the quantum of profits to be distributed as dividend. It also includes the determination of the principles, rules, and procedure for the planning of distributing dividend after deciding the rate of dividend. Thus, a company's dividend policy can be defined as the plan of action adopted by its directors whenever the dividend decision is to be made. Deciding a dividend policy is the most significant decision among three important decisions: investment, financing, and dividend of the financial management. It is because the dividend policy determines the division of earnings between payout to shareholders and retained earnings. Retained earnings generally remain in the business, are of much use for financing the replacement of assets and expansion programs of the company. On the one hand, dividend entails cash outflow and consequently reduction in current assets. Distribution of dividend at high rate results in reduction of plugging back of profits and slackness in the rate of development. On the other hand, distribution of dividend causes dissatisfaction among the shareholders if not distributed. Therefore, it is imperative for the directors to follow an unambiguous and balanced dividend policy. It should be noted that dividend decision and dividend policy relate only to equity share capital. I repeat, it should be noted that dividend decision and dividend policy relate only to equity share capital. The payment of preference share dividend is not considered part of a company's dividend policy, as the level of or method of calculating the preference dividend is fixed in advance by the terms and conditions of the original preference share offer. Dividend decision as a residual decision. Moreover, the amount of earnings to be distributed to equity holders as dividend would depend on the amount of earnings to be retained by the company for long-term financing or further reinvestment. It is therefore likely to fluctuate from year to year depending upon the financial requirements of the company from this internal source. Keeping this in view, the dividend decision, that is dividend payout decision, is regarded as a residual decision in the sense that only those residual earnings are to be distributed among the shareholders which cannot be used for further investment. The argument is that the dividend amount distributed to shareholders does not affect shareholders' wealth. Now let's understand essentials of a sound dividend policy. Sound dividend policy is a long-term policy that aims in maximization of shareholders' wealth. While determining such a policy, investment opportunities of the firm, its present economic status, and investors' preference should be given due weightage. Sound dividend policy remains stable during prosperous and lean years. Dividends are paid in cash and stock dividend is paid only when the amount of reserves exceeds too much. Generally, a sound dividend policy contains the following elements. Number 1. Distribution of dividend in cash. A dividend policy is good only when dividends are paid in cash. Dividend paid in property, scrip, or bond is not considered good. Indian Companies Act also prohibits distribution of dividend other than in cash except issue of bonus shares by capitalizing the profits. Number 2. Initially lower dividend. In the beginning, a company should declare dividend at low rate so that a substantial part of the profits is available as a source of internal financing. It will strengthen the financial position of the company Initially, lower dividend is also helpful in development and expansion of the company. Therefore, the rate of dividend should be increased gradually as the company prospers. Number 3. Gradual increase in dividend. With the increase in price level, the income of the company also increases. The shareholders expect similar increase in their income. Therefore, the rate of dividend should be increased gradually so that there may not be any discontentment among the shareholders. If there are super profits in any particular year, then extra dividend or interim dividend may be declared. Number 4, stability. Stability of dividend means that there should not be too much fluctuations in the rate of dividend. During stability, the rate of dividend is increased gradually and slowly. Payment of dividend at very high rate in a year and no dividend in next year results in high speculation in shares of a company. Payment of a stable and regular dividend is therefore considered better than heavy fluctuations. Lastly, dividend out of earned profits. Dividend should be declared out of earned profits. If there is any loss in the profit and loss account, it should be written off and then dividend should be declared out of remaining profits. Moreover, all governmental restrictions on dividend should be complied. So this is it for today's lecture. Thank you so much for your patience and learning.